Me again.
Oh, I guess they really do let anyone in here these days. Welcome everyone to Massenomics Gym, the pride of Western Northeast South Dakota. Some people might call it Aberdeen, South Dakota. For anyone that doesn't know, Massenomics Gym is sort of a underground gym. I mean, literally it's underground. We're in the basement here. It's semi-commercial, semi-club. There's no advertising outside. You can't find it unless you know that somebody's here. You know somebody that's here and you know where to find it. So I prefaced that before the tour, so you got a little bit of background. We did a tour last tour about a year ago.
And the year before that.
And the year before that. So on this particular tour, we'll probably try to certainly highlight some new stuff that we got over the last 12 months. And also probably just touch on some of the old favorites, I think, too, right, Tommy?
Absolutely. And now that I don't live here anymore, I look forward to this tour because I even learned something new.
Yeah, and you haven't been here for the last 12 months, so you'll get to see all the new stuff, too, along with everyone there. And you might point out some things that I even forget about. And the tour always starts over in, I guess, our locker room.
Of course. Where else could you start?
Opening area. And what film is on for this tour? I think that's Born Strong. You can see Big Eddie on there.
Oh, yeah.
The TV is always on. It always runs continuously. Otherwise, this area hasn't changed too much except for we got a new faucet. Ooh. This one actually shuts off when you try to shut it off.
It's the little things.
Hey, I don't think on any of the tours we ever really showed the bathroom.
Have we not,
so
really?
I think we could actually show the bathroom this time. Lights, camera, action in here. There's some art on the walls. Is that
code for poop on the toilet?
No. This is a very important sign that everyone must read before they become a member. Before they become a member, your mother does not work here, so please.
Pretty clean.
Your own mess.
Pretty clean.
And here's a picture of.
So there is a shower.
Yeah, you can use the shower.
Is there people that use it actually?
Yeah, occasionally. It rotates. People start to. Yeah, we got a couple people that.
There's a brush in case you need to do some scrubbing.
This is a picture of Larry Legend, one of our original members.
When he was just a wee child.
Of him, yeah.
Classic newspaper clipping.
Yeah, that's from 2017 about New Year's resolution goals, I think.
What happened? Wasn't there a sticker on here that used to say Larry as a child?
Yeah, so all the pictures are pretty much Larry, actually, as a matter of fact. Coming out of there, the Atlas Stone area, I'm actually considering like refiguring where this is at because I've never really liked where this is at. It's just kind of where it adapted to be over time. Do have a couple new Atlas Stones coming, actually. Got a couple really nice sealed Atlas Stones.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I saw a video of those. I didn't know if those were coming this way.
Yeah, it's like a 330 pounder and a 400 pounder. So I don't know what the hell we're going to do with that 400 pounder, but someone's going to have to lift it.
Because what do they go up to right now? 300?
We actually have like a 330 now, but this other 330 will be quite a bit nicer than the one we have now.
Stepping it up.
Yeah, some of these are pretty old, used and abused over the years. We have moved a few things around since the last tour. I know we had this calf machine, but it wasn't here before.
Yeah, that's a new spot, actually.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize that.
Changed that up. The cardio corner is still the same dusty old cardio corner. Not a lot of changes to that. Same pieces of equipment. Actually, do really like the few pieces of cardio.
Was this here last year? That existed?
Yep, we had the Concept 2 rower, and we had gotten this True Form runner. And
people still use this quite a bit, it looks like.
Yeah, these actually do. I mean, it's a joke about them not getting used, but they actually do get used.
Something has changed over here, though. That was not up there the last time we were here.
Is that
speaker.
We do have a new sound system. So we'll get to that on the other side, actually.
I'm jumping ahead.
And we didn't have Dane last time either.
We got a new Dane
He's
this time.
new to the gym here also. And actually, perfect timing here. He's using one of our favorite new old pieces of equipment. We didn't have the hack squat machine last time. He's loading it up with 3 plates right now.
I've heard this is one of your best $100 you ever spent at the gym.
There's a full video about that, actually. But this is like legitimately the best $100 purchase we ever made here.
Dane's going to give us a demo here.
He's doing a live action demo.
Oh.
And I would say every time I'm here, somebody's using this thing. All the time.
I actually don't know if I've been here where someone's not using it either.
There's new stuff on the walls all over the place. There's skateboards new. There's a South Dakota map that's new there. There's a Jim Wendler sign that's new. Actually, Tommy, your picture there, that didn't used to be there. That's in a new spot. I've had to move stuff around there.
There I am.
So you got moved. Some of the old faithful equipment, we had just gotten this prior to the last tour. The Rogue Rhino belt squat. It's held up really well. I added this. This is a Stray Dog roller to it, so people.
I like the red.
Squats. Yeah,
Pops.
looks good. This can go anywhere, it fits into any of our 1-inch pin racks, but it's found a home right there that people do split squats. But the Rhino is held up really well and it gets used a lot, so that was expensive piece, but worth it, I would say. Same old lat pull down that we've had forever. Back on the wall there, we've got to change though. We'll see it on the walls all over in the gym. The wall control is new since this last tour.
That looks good.
And the red wall control has really spiced things up, but it actually is better for storage. It actually works better than the old pegboard that we had that was falling apart. Both these machines were already here before. The Solid Rogue. This is the Z Hyper, heavy duty, still gets used to this day. Looking at these other machines, no changes here to the leg press and to the hammer strength iso row. But another significant
something going on over here.
This has been my pet project really over the last 12 months. I think in the last tour you'll hear me say I'm just starting this. And well, now I'm just finishing it here.
Is that really when it started? It was last year at this time?
Just about 12 months ago. So it's this has been my labor of love is collecting this full set of York round head dumbbells from ones. Actually, I have to back you up. Somebody did something that I almost can't tolerate here. I have to fix this if it's going to be on camera.
I was going to say, the numbers aren't jiving here. Okay,
that's my routine is flipping those around every day when I come in. That's part of it,
So people do use these, actually?
Oh, yeah. People definitely use them. There is a sign. They're encouraged to be used. They just have to be used properly.
Yes.
And there's another handwritten sign over on that other wall there, too. It says, what is that one?
Oh, the Hondos. Those are big boys.
Yeah. Those are a little dusty.
Wow.
People don't drag those out of the corner very often. But look at that sign, right? What does that one say? Just as a warning to everyone. If you've been to York Dumbbell, save me the trouble of kicking you out. Just pack your shit and go.
That's good.
Yes. Save me the trouble. So that is...
Or if you're going to bend one, bend like a 9, right?
I do have the full set now of the smalls are right here. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, they really
10,
do
12.
take up a lot of room, don't they?
Yeah, they do take up a lot of room. Here's the smalls. And I have every single pair now except 85s, but I do actually even have the 85s. One of the Massenomics crew members in Ohio has those waiting to bring those to me. Our other dumbbells over here, these haven't changed. A bunch of pro style. They're mostly matchy a little bit, but we do go up to the, of course, 130s, 140s, 150s. We've got the big dogs here. Those get broken out every once in a while. But then I was talking about wall control. Here's where a lot of new wall control.
Way more over here.
And these do look nice over here.
They do.
And they have, this shit gets moved around all the time, but one way or another, it ends up working pretty well to store most of this stuff.
Yeah, it looks nice on there.
That was a worthwhile upgrade. Putting all that wall control up. There's drink spotters everywhere in this gym. You almost can't walk 5 feet without bumping into one.
Spotter.
And then the cable crossover that we've always had is right here too. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good rundown of this half of the gym. The big change over here, I'd say, is the dumbbells and the hack squat machine. The gym's full, so anything we get at this point, it's got to almost be an upgrade or like a really, really careful manipulation of how things are laid out. But
the game of Tetris keeps
we were
growing.
just talking about it on the Massenomics podcast last night, something I really want to do, because if you look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 dumbbell racks and at least 20 pairs of dumbbells on the floor. I want, maybe before the next gym tour comes around next year, maybe I have this revamped, how this dumbbell layout works.
That'd be a big visual upgrade.
Yeah, I want to improve that. That's this map, Tommy, you were responsible for this map.
The first time I came here, first video, there was only a couple pins around. So already in the last month or so, it has grown.
Starting to get
this summer is going to be big for the map, though.
Yeah, when we have the Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic 2 on July 20th, 2024, that will really upgrade this. Also, I don't think this was here last time. I didn't have our registration up for our trademark, and we have that now, so it's official.
Very cool.
And I think next we've got to go, of course, where all the real magic happens, right? Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. And this is where all the magic happens, and our first stop always on this side of the gym is the stereo, and you alluded to it earlier, Tommy. big stereo upgrade this year. It was
You could say this has been years in the making.
This is a huge thorn in my side earlier this year. And finally, with the help of Larry Legend, again, he's coming up here, and some of the other guys, we got this all new speakers. They're all up off the floor, like you mentioned. Those are hanging up on the wall now. We got a new receiver here with a new sets of instructions.
Wow.
You know, you looked at some of them earlier, but a really important part of Massenomics Gym
Only 3 buttons you should use: on, standby, volume, input, Bluetooth. Okay, yeah. If you touch any other buttons or mess with any wires, you will be kicked out of the gym. That's good. Really laying the ground rules out.
I want the expectations to be clear here.
No room for interpretation.
I've got some there's a few zero tolerance policies. One of them, don't bend the frickin' York roundhead dumbbells. Number 2, don't break the stereo. And if you do, it better be a really
not
good
even break
accident.
it. Don't push anything other than those 3 buttons.
Don't push anything, because there was
so you're saying I can't come in and do a little tweaking of the bass and the treble.
That's I want limits. No touching of the buttons.
Okay, so with the stereo though, you added some speakers.
Yeah.
Are the speakers just went up on the wall out there?
They're new speakers. They're all new speakers too. It's wired up. It's all new speakers.
And they're all off the floor? Are there any on the floor?
Yeah, they're all off the floor. No, this actually looked quite a bit shittier if you look in the old.
This is cleaned up.
Oh, I got a new shop vac this year too. So.
Oh, hot damn! Yeah.
It's Masterforce.
Only at Menards, baby.
Yeah, you know.
I bet. Wait. Did you get an 11% rebate on that thing?
Big money, of course. Yes, it is Menards.
And also,
the most important part.
iPods are still kicking. Yeah, still kicking here.
The new wall control, a whole bunch of it on this side too, really changed up the way that we store our belts and a few other belts and bands is the main thing that goes on this set of wall control. But what is there? Like 7 or 8 panels right here, and I think this looks way cooler. Besides it being like more useful and just more effective, it does pop.
This is new.
Oh yeah, that's
Lift Easy Classic.
Easy Classic 2023. Whole group of the lifters and spotters and loaders and judges, and it was a fun time. And we imagine that this year will only even be more fun. The PR board, Tommy, always, of course. Are you still on there?
I'm still third from the top. Yeah. For some reason, no one wants to take that spot.
Yeah. Well, you kind of get I am kind of the controller of the PR board, so people don't really get to erase names.
Are people? Okay. Because I suppose there's not enough room on there, is there?
There is. It is full, but there's people coming and going. So there's quite a few new names on here that weren't on there last time. Though. Yeah, you gotta. You stick around for a while. You show me that you're worthy of a spot, then you get a spot.
It used to be like you just showed up. You better get your name on the board right away.
No, not quite that simple anymore. Over here. Probably the coolest part of the gym where the most serious lifting going on. I'm standing on one of the deadlift platforms. Actually working on a new deadlift platform to go inside of this deadlift frame here.
Oh, really? What's the plan there?
Something pretty custom. I don't want to get too many cats out of the bag on that one just yet.
Because this is used and abused. The logo's barely there anymore.
This is the original platform from Massenomics Gym 1. Actually, I forgot. I wanted to tell everyone something. Let me look at. I always forget the date, but it's on this sign. So we opened in November of 2015. So later this year we'll hit our 9-year anniversary of the gym, which is kind of crazy, isn't it?
That's closing in on a decade.
Yeah. We will soon be at a decade of the gym open.
Who would have thunk?
Which is freaking wild. I mean, that's a joke. Like, who would have thunk? But really, would you have thought when we started it in that old location with like 10 people that this would be a thing 10 years later?
And also
it would
this
be this
caliber
thing? No, I certainly wouldn't have guessed it. We've got the same 2 6-post monster 1-inch hardware racks over here with the barbell storage on everything, and we've got a ton of bars. We'll see more of those later.
Barbells on barbells.
I think we've got like over 40 barbells at this point now. Here's the sister rack to that one. It's the exact same barbell storage on that. This horizontal barbell storage is new though. It's got the Massenomics header, and this was a necessity just because of a lot of the new barbells that showed up over the last 12 months. There's always new barbells. I am starting to run out of barbells. I've got, that's another, I do have the Alico IPF power bar. That's not here. Someone else has
That's a solid addition. That's a big cross off the list.
That's in Minneapolis right now. Those 85-pound Yorks are in Ohio. And then I've got a new Preacher bench that's in Watertown, South Dakota. So it's all like Massenomics podcast supporting members that have those, that have picked those things up.
It's the little hideouts for equipment.
Right. Let's go over to the kind of the strongman area. But before we get there, this is new. The Strength Co bumpers. The Strength Co.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess I never talked about all the Strength Co plates that are on those racks back there, but we've had those for several years now, and they're just as much of the go-to plates as they've always been. But then the Strength Co came out new with these bumper plates this year, and we got a full set here.
Looks like these are getting used.
Yeah, these are, what do we got? 2 pairs of 45s, a pair of 25s, and a pair of 10s. And I bought this.
That's actually not a bad solution.
I love this thing. It's really good, and it's very mobile, and people use this quite often. So I do like this. I like that solution for it. A way to be able to kind of keep it out of the way. This guy, of course, don't even get me started on this guy. This old son of a bitch.
Got a good sense of fashion, though.
Got the Judd Hughes hat, of course. These are new. The log crash cushions from AbMat, the big dog log pads. I really like these. These are not cheap, but they were worth it in my humble opinion.
Those things are big.
Yeah, they're beefy boys. This log got broke a little bit ago. I kind of got that welded up. It's working again.
What broke on it?
The pins on the end of it. You know, the loading pins.
Yeah.
But those are back welded on, so that's working again. Sandbag area. Got a few new sandbags since last time. I bought some Cerberus ones that we filled up here. So we do have more sandbags.
Does this scale ever get used for anything?
Yeah, people will weigh some of this stuff, strongman stuff on it.
Just to know what they're doing?
Yeah, they'll throw like a sandbag on it. We have a digital scale that actually works probably better, but
that's right there.
It's a novelty.
Got to be less careful.
Yeah. This thing got moved over to this side of the gym. Because the hack squat and their rearrangement, but couldn't really get rid of this thing. People use this all the time still.
It's used I've never used it once, and it's used all the time.
Yeah, people use it all the time. It works really well for if you're doing decline.
You can't buy a decline bench that declines this much, can you?
Not really. And it just works pretty well.
And it's just simple. You just throw it on the ladder
and it's solid as a rock. It's stable, but yet light. You know, it works well. We've got sleds and stuff. The Larry half rack, of course. This was already here last time. We've got one of the Stray Dog adjustable benches in there still. We do have more deep dish plates than we had last year. You know, I've got the Arnold deep dish in there, the LeMasters penis plates that are in there. These are additional sets of York milled 25s. These are a little rusty. I could give them a bath to freshen them up, but they're all right. A few new banners and stuff over here too. We didn't have powerlifting record holder. There's several new Massenomics banners around. We're always pumping new ones of those out, of course.
But that's becoming a premium as well. Wall space.
As you notice, there's not a whole lot of wall space. Oh, I got to point it out. 69,420.
Nice.
Nice. Yes, of course. Blaze it. A few new kettlebells that have materialized since last time.
I haven't seen these.
Well, these are all just patchwork for now. The master plan here is maybe before, I've said it once or twice or 3 times in this video, but maybe before a next year or 2-year tour down the road, our kettlebell layout may drastically improve and increase. That's one of the things on my list right now too.
How much does that big one weigh there?
That's a 106-pounder.
Yeah. That is surprisingly big when you look at that thing.
And that, the biggest one that I'll be getting is 100 pounds heavier than that one.
God,
so it's double that size, actually.
It's a big kettlebell.
The bench area, right? We've got the Elite FTS competition benches that we've had for several years now. Just as solid as ever. This horizontal barbell storage I've added.
This is a row taller, isn't it?
Yeah, this is 3 bars taller than it used to be because they're, again, new bars. I got into collecting the old Texas Power Bars this year, so there's 4 or 5 new Texas Power Bars on this rack.
With the Champion barbell.
Yeah, we missed the Champion. The Champion is over on that rack. It doesn't even have a room for it on this rack at this point, but that's been a lot of my barbell purchasing over the last year has been this Texas Power Bar collection. And speaking of vintage stuff, you'll notice a theme in this last year. Really, I did buy a lot of vintage stuff.
What's old is new again.
Yeah, and actually these didn't exist, I don't think, before.
No,
we got the Massenomics
take one of those off so we can show
custom. You see that?
Yep.
Massenomics custom collars, clips, weight.
I'm kind of
Holders.
feeling like I missed out not getting a pair of those.
And then the York deep dish, one pair, very nice condition pair. I'm kind of feeling like I might have to get one more pair though.
I think one more.
Because I want to put them right here.
It'd really round out the set.
Yeah, and I do like this wall storage of this. You know, people can use these.
That is up there.
People can use them, but I don't really want people using them all the time. So it's like they're like a special occasion plate. You know what I mean?
You got to want to get them down.
You got to want it, right? You got to want it. The Ghost combo rack we've had for several years. Everyone's pretty familiar with this old gal. This was used in the Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic, and it'll get used again this year because what looks better than lifting on this thing in
I'll
competition?
answer for you. Nothing.
Correct. It's
Nothing looks better.
Got the calibrated plate set that we've had here. I did buy an extra set of calibrated collars over this last year too. The chalk bowl with all the obsidian ammonia you could ever possibly sniff. Several Massenomics editions of obsidian ammonia that hang out in there. I'm thinking that brings us mostly to the end of the tour. Tommy, anything really important that you think we missed here?
I mean, the stereo was pretty damn important.
Yeah,
but we
the
got
stereo.
To that.
Well, yeah. So, what was your favorite edition over the last?
I actually forgot all the trials and tribulations of the stereo,
Yeah.
so I'm glad to see that's figured out because the music is a big part of the gym. But other than that, I just say a lot of real solid quality of life improvements in here.
Yeah, the stereo is a big one though. I'm glad to be able to check that one off. That one was a stressful. People want their stereo working. You know, it is a big deal if the stereo doesn't work in a gym like Massenomics Gym.
And they also have certain volume considerations too.
Yes. Best part about this stereo though, it's got a built-in where it's like a parental control where nobody can put it above whatever I set the max at. Like I've got secret controls.
Daddy's watching.
Yeah, so Big Brother sets the built-in max of this is 65. It has the ability to go to like 100.
I'd put the built-in max at 69.
That's actually worth
something to
considering.
look into.
Yeah, that's teetering above what I've predetermined as the safe max, but that's almost worth a little bit of a...
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I am going to put that into consideration. If anyone ever wants to check out the gym, too bad you can't. Just kidding, you actually can. Just let us know if you're coming through the area. You can always check out Massenomics Gym if you're a lifter that likes lifting.
They just have to make sure to put their pin in the map, right?
You do have to put your pin in the map. If there's not an existing pin from your location, we want to see where you came from when you come visit us here in Massenomics Gym. You're on our YouTube channel now, so make sure to check out the rest of our YouTube channel. We have like 2 or 3 new YouTube videos every single week, along with the Massenomics podcast. We just recorded our 416th episode of that with a new episode every single Monday. So if you're not listening to that, you're really screwing up. We talk about the gym and stuff like that all the time there, and talk about our new purchases, new equipment stuff that goes into it. So do check out the podcast. What else? We got so many things.
Stay tuned. You can get a tour of Tommy's home gym coming soon.
That's great. Tommy's behind the camera. You haven't seen him here. You heard him talk, but Tommy actually, so he doesn't live in western Northeast South Dakota anymore. He lives in a different corner of South Dakota, and he's in the process as we speak of putting together a pretty sweet home gym in his garage. So you'll be able to soon get you got the Massenomics Gym Tour. You're going to get the Massenomics Gym Satellite Home Gym Tour coming soon, so do be on the lookout for that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, smash, crush, do everything you can to the button, stomp on them. See you next time.